Yo people, what's up here? Not a garage overview, but me, Heavy Dutch. Well, what do we have here? I think it's the biggest surprise from the American tank line. Medium tanks. In order for people to move up to the T1 Heavy, or in order to move up to the Sherman. It's basically the tanker's worst nightmare, because they wouldn't expect something like a TD in this line. Well, if you're first new to World of Tanks Blitz or World of Tanks in general, you don't know this tank. This tank is a new guy's worst nightmare, or a new guy's awesome discovery. You know what? It looks like it has a turret, but it doesn't. As in World of Tanks, you're only allowed to move around with one gun. So, you think you're expecting, as it's a medium tank, it uses his turret. Well, here's the surprise. It doesn't. It uses this little big thing up front. Well, you may like it, or you hate it. There's nothing in between with M3 Lee. So, with this garage overview, you already guessed it, we're gonna do an M3 Lee. The new guy's worst nightmare, as some people would like to call it. So, what's the gameplay of this thing? Well, basically, as already said, it's a tank destroyer. You can't move the upper turret, so you need to move and drive this thing as a tank destroyer. So, what does it have in store for me? What are the upgrades? How should I grind this? Well, it depends. If you're going up to the Sherman line, or the heavy line, the medium line or the heavy line. I suggest at first you get the bigger gun, cause otherwise this thing is absolutely more a terrific nightmare. Look at the differences of this gun. Just look at it. Firepower 15. Shot effectiveness 9. That's freaking horrible for a tier 4 medium tank. Not to mention that you can't move the turret, and it's the big gun on the right side. So, what does it fire? It's accurate, some sort, but it has a high penetration, so you won't be expecting it, but it will be a big surprise when you move up to the next gun, the 57mm, 75mm gun M3. This thing is, biggest surprise on this tank. It packs quite a punch. It shoots 75mm round. It's awesome. It's awesome. What this tank lacks is armor. And as you can't shoot with the big turret up front, you're having the big turret as a big target for other enemy tanks. And trust me, they will love that thing, because they will shoot it before that big cannon pokes out, and you'll be dead in a second. So, this tank will need to be able to play a support role, just like a tank destroyer. Sit back, snipe, and do massive damage. Just sit back, snipe, and do that massive damage. Maneuverability is okay, it's quite fast for a medium tank, and yeah, that's basically it. So let's look at the let's take a look on the protection. Front 51. I'm able to bounce some stuff, but trust me, if they go for your lower glaciers, you'll be dead in a second. Sides, it's just horrible. 38mm is just horrible. Rear 38 as well. You're going through everything, single one. That's around tier 4. will go through your armor like a knife through butter. Maneuverability is okay. Shot effectiveness, once you got upgrade, is awesome as well. Firepower, decent. Protection, horrible. So, how should I grind this thing? As already mentioned, depends on what you're going for. If you want to go grind as soon as possible to the M4, let's see, you'll need to upgrade this gun. You will need the M4A1. Let's see. It already comes with the 75mm gun and 3, so you need to upgrade this gun in order to go to the M4. If you want to go to the T1 Heavy, it's not the gun upgrade isn't that necessary, but it will give you a huge amount of boost to your gameplay, as this is a tough grind for the new player. So, how should I grind it then? First, you grind the gun, then you grind the engine, then you upgrade suspension. Then either you want to go for the T1 Heavy or the M4 Sherman. I hope I give you enough, almost forgot, equipment. As this thing is, basically you need to be played as a tank destroyer. You will need to go for improved ventilation class 2. Take a camouflage net and go for coated optics, as you will need it hardly. Also have a Dutch. I hope you got enough information. I'll see you next time.